Hey there, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. I am filming this from a park and I thought about moving somewhere quiet, but then there's like a bunch of kids playing over in the corner and it's just the sweetest thing ever. So I decided to stay here because the energy is really good. So bear with me if you hear noises in the background, that's what's going on. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the highs and lows, best and worst of 2021. I've already done kind of the best and worst wins and fails of my money life in 2021. So I'll try to link that video somewhere up here. But this is just life in general. It's the end of the year, and as the year wraps up, I like to think about what went well and what didn't go well. And I think they're getting on their bikes to leave. They seem pretty cool. They're like pretty cool kids. So all right, we might just sort of move over this way for the time being. So highs and lows just of life in general. What's gone well and what hasn't gone so well. And it's kind of my way of assessing what I enjoy, so the best of what's going on and the worst, and kind of try to do more of what's working and less of what's not working, and just being able to roll with the best and the worst and figure out what works when it comes to the best and what doesn't work so well when it comes to the worst. So, and kind of how to cope with that, how to get through that. So starting at the top, best and the worst, highs and the lows, I'll start out with the worst, things that happened this year. And kind of the worst thing, and it was kind of a crummy way to start the year, was that my uncle passed away. I don't think I've spoken about this in specifics on this channel. My uncle passed away in January. It was very unexpected. He was my mom's youngest brother, and it was just awful. It was heartbreaking. His wife had passed away 10 years earlier, and it was tough for him ever since, because she was really his rock. So that was kind of a crummy way to start January. As a family, we kind of banded together, but it's always tough. Not COVID related, but it's never a good thing. So what came out of that was in, I think, late May or June, his kids put together a memorial service, and the positive of that was that the whole family got to get together and see each other again. Sad reason, but good to see each other, see everyone all together, because I think the last time we'd seen each other was ages ago. I want to say years and years ago. So it was positive to see each other. That was a high, to see everyone all together. But low was definitely my uncle passing away. So that was probably number one as far as lows go. For other lows, there really weren't that many. This year has been, past 2 years have been devastating for many people, but I guess I feel like personally I've gotten to a place where I've been really fortunate to have some really good teachers in my life, and I feel like I'm learning how to live, how to react to what life sends my way. In particular, I have therapists, I have money mentors, I have friends, and I think friends that are at my level or maybe a little bit above that have really encouraged me to start living fully. So that kind of rolls over into the highs of this year, because having people that encourage me to live my best life are definitely the highs. So if I think about the highs of this year, if you've watched any of my live streams in particular, that's definitely a high of this year. So super thrilled about that. And again, that's something that I couldn't have achieved on my own. Obviously I couldn't achieve on my own, but it's something that I was sent the right teachers at the right time to help me turn into the person that I wanted to be in that type of relationship. So that's kind of, for the past at least 10 years, that's been something that I've wanted, and has been kind of the hardest thing because it's out of my control. It's very nebulous is not the right word. It's something I couldn't control. I could only control my own actions, and that was the work, was to make my own actions the absolute best they could be. So that's definitely the high. There have been some pretty cool trips that have come along kind of as a result of that relationship, which have been really fun. Again, something that I couldn't have done on my own, and that I was not born naturally attracting. I had to learn how to attract what I wanted, and I learned that through trial and error. I learned that through a lot of not terrible relationships, just not the highest good for either of us. And that's something that I try to have a lot of understanding for. I've never been in a bad relationship, bad personal relationship, like romantic relationship. They just haven't been exciting or good or wonderful, or what I knew that I could, was the best that I could do, that either of us could do. So that for me is certainly the high of 2022. No, 21. This is 2021. So that's certainly been a high of the year for sure. And I'm really excited for 2022 and everything that will bring. So that was certainly, again, I'm repeating myself a little bit, but that was a high. So if I look also, thinking about highs and lows, about things that are coming and ways for growth. So opportunities for growth. Someone left a really long and in-depth comment on a live stream, and it was really insightful. It was an insightful comment. And they talked about a couple things. They talked about my income and the house that I have, and how that I don't have a house. My mother has a house, and I'm her roommate. She's graciously allowing me to be her roommate, and how that was, the phrase was an albatross around her neck, and I 100%, 90% agree with that, because the thing about the house is that it is an asset. It's my mother's asset, and she, by the grace of God alone, is able to maintain that asset, and I'm able to help her. So while it is a sizable mortgage payment, it's also, nope, they're not gone. That's the playground right there, and their kids still playing there. I don't want to interrupt their playtime, so I'm sitting here. There's actually, by there's like a dog thing, a dog pouch bag that I was going to put my phone on, then I decided not to do that. So now I'm just sitting on the ground. So when it comes to my mom's house and managing her asset, which is a sizable payment for her and for both of us to kind of maintain, because I pay utilities and I contribute to her, it is sizable, and I don't know what will happen with that. I don't know what she's going to do with that. So that's a big unknown. At the moment, it's not my, I'm gonna say it's not my fight. It is my fight. It's my privilege to help her and to kind of stand beside her in that, but it's not my decision ultimately. So I'm not sure what will happen with that. And forging this new relationship, this new status that I'm going to be moving into, being in alignment with another human being, which is always, no matter whenever you get two people together, you're going to have different opinions, no matter if you're very, very compatible, which we are. So that will be another sort of item to negotiate, I will say, because it's not just me anymore. It's me plus someone else, which is very exciting. It does bring along different challenges. So that will be something that I will be aware of going into 2022. But overall, I'm super excited. And I am the person that you would say, if she can do it, anyone can do it. I am the first person to say that. I've never been so happy. So if I can do it, then I 100% know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do it too. So that's where I am this Christmas season. Again, a Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, and I wish you the best for today and this upcoming year. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching.